family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me show y'all my inspiration. Every day, this is my inspiration. Every day. So for all my newcomers, I'm gonna need you to find your why, because when you have your why, this becomes more interesting for you. Okay? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So I was out this morning, y'all. Had to go stop and get me some tea. It's not coffee, it's tea, okay? So find your why, everybody. It's gonna be, everybody knows stock market opens at 9:30, so we just gonna get prepared. And I'm gonna walk through some stuff with y'all. And then I'm gonna get off here, because I have things to do in my life. Alright? Alright, family. So I just decided to do this video to kind of help some people out, because sometimes when people sign up for the investors class, they literally are like going from scratch. What was I gonna say? It's early, y'all. Anyways, right now it's 8:49. And the stock market opens at 9:30. So I feel like everybody should always be ready and logged on way before 9:30, because you should already be watching the stock. You should be looking to see, you should be analyzing. And how I teach my students to analyze, we're going to look at the previous close. We're going to look at where it's at now. We're going to look at the 52-week high. We're going to look at the 52-week low. Then we're going to go and we're going to look at the stock from a day, week, and month perspective. If you need to, you can go to year, 5 years, or all time. And the reason why you're doing that is because you want to see the progress of the stock. You want to see what type of activity it's been having during those time frames. You also should have some sort of stock news. You should be watching some type of stock news. You should have some type of mentor. I don't always talk about what stocks I'm buying, but I do sometimes on my Instagram story. Sometimes I do post what stocks I'm buying in that moment on that day. So if you're around, hey. If you're not, hey. But I usually give that information to my actual students who sign up for the stock market for beginners training that I do every weekend, every Saturday. And for everybody who signed up last week, thank you. But it's more of a gift to yourself than it is a gift to me, because you're learning a skill that's going to help you make money for a lifetime. So everybody, go ahead and log on to your stock platforms. I'm waiting on my computer to go ahead and load up and stuff. You should have a brokerage account. You should not be trading on Robinhood. I do not condone Robinhood. You can do what you want, but I do not trade on those little platforms. I trade on platforms that have been around for a very, very, very long time. You want to go Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and that is all I would recommend, actually. And out of those three, Vanguard is one that I just would not use for many reasons. You have to do your research, because you're not one of my students, so I'm not going to do your research for you. So go ahead, log on to your brokerage account. If you don't have a brokerage account, again, I would say go ahead and start you one with either Fidelity or Charles Schwab, and you want to have an individual brokerage account. That's what you want to do. If you just started, you're not going to be able to trade today because it takes about, I think, 2 days once you fund your account and put money in your account. It might take like 2 days before they let you trade because the money has to clear and everything. So when you are setting up your account, make sure that you opt into options trading, because we're going to start with simple stock strategies and then I'm going to teach options. Okay, so when you log in, I want you to go to build you a watch list, and I'm just starting from scratch for the beginners. I'm not sure where y'all at if y'all watching right now. I'm just starting all the way from scratch. What I do want to say is trading is not gambling. Trading is not guessing. There is strategies and there is systems and there is real research behind trading. If you don't have research and you don't have strategies, you should not be trading, okay? So, what trading is, when you are stock investing, you are buying shares of real companies, which means you are a owner. You are part owner of these companies. You are a shareholder, okay? So let's just get it out your head. You're not gambling. You're not guessing. It's not a get rich quick. I don't teach that. It might be people who teach that. I don't teach that. Everything that I teach in stock investing is foundational, okay? So which means you're going to be in this for the long haul. Secondly, know your risk tolerance. You have to have risk management when you are a trader. I do not recommend you investing anything that you cannot afford to be without. If you cannot afford to leave $100 in the stock and not touch it for 3 to 6 months to a year, don't invest it. If you can't afford to invest $1,000 and leave it in the market for 3, 6 months, a year, do not invest it, because you never lose money in the market until you take your money out. Okay? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can y'all make sure y'all hit the hearts for me so that other people can hear this good message this morning? So you do not make money, you do not lose money in the stock market until you take your money out. So if you are panicking, or if you are in a hardship, or you having a hard time, you might not want to I need to put something in my tea. You might not want to actually trade at this moment, because the market is unpredictable. I think that people who try to time the market and people who try to predict the market are setting themselves up for failure. If y'all do not have these immunity ginger and cayenne pepper shots, you need these. You need these. This is great. I do have actual raw ginger and raw garlic in my refrigerator. That's why we hardly ever get sick up here. But we heavy on the immunity. We do vitamin C. And we also do vitamin C. And actually, I'm going to put one of these in my tea just to make it sweet, because my tea is kind of tart because I don't put sugar in my tea. I only put honey in my tea. So, and vitamin C got a lot of different benefits. First of all, it makes your skin brighter. So, we heavy on the vitamin C over here. It helps your immune system be very strong. Cayenne pepper and ginger, it knocks out all things bacteria. But another thing that I use is oregano oil. It's no virus that can survive in your body if you got oregano oil. Listen to me. Take my advice. But anywho, I need a spoon. I gotta wash those towels. My kitchen towels were so dirty, y'all. What is going on with this phone? So, what I was gonna say, like I said, risk tolerance is very important, because, say for instance, you go in today and you buy a stock and they release some type of news and it makes the stock go down, right? Hey, good morning. So, say they release some news and it makes the stock go down. The stock is eventually going to resurface if you did your research and you invested in a good company. However, however, good morning, y'all. I'm just reading your comments. However, you don't know when it's going to resurface. It could take 2 weeks to resurface. It could take 3 weeks to resurface. It could take a month. It could take 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. And if you panic and you say, oh my God, the numbers are going red, I need to take my money out, that's when you lose money. You don't lose money when the market goes red. You never lose money until you take your money out. If you have the patience, the resilience, and you have truly done research on the stocks that you bought, your stocks will recover. A scenario that I always use with my trainees is you have to think about the stock market as companies that are working for you. So on a daily, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, you'll be able to feel me on this, right? In daily business, you are trading goods, you are making sales, you are paying expenses, you are buying inventory. All of these actions are happening on a daily basis. So when you make sales, your money goes up. Your business is, when you get more customers and you make sales, your money goes up. But then when you pay for inventory, that's an expense. Your money goes down. And then when you pay bills, that's an expense. Your money goes down. Um, Lawsuits, your money goes down. So when you buy stocks, you're thinking about the market as constant movement. It's always something going on. On top of that, the companies that you purchase, the companies that you buy, that you invest in are working for you. You have to look at this as companies and people. These are your money is your workers. You're investing and your money is going out and making friends and it's bringing you back more money. Let's look at it that way. So when you see red in the market, don't look at it as I'm losing. You're not losing money until you take your money out. That brings us to number 3, what I teach my trainees. Do not be emotional traders. Now, I did something the other day where I was kind of mad because I knew what a stock was going to do, but I was actually going to link up with some other friends of mine who was trading as well. And so I was actually going over to their house. Because we all of us was sitting in the room with our computers and our monitors on, and we was just talking about trades and talking about stocks and stuff like that. So I wanted to go over there to be in an environment and us all do this together. But I made it there a little after 9:30, and I got into my trade a little higher. I wanted to get in at 172. I got in at like maybe 173 or something, and I was kind of like mad at myself. So I stayed in the trade for maybe all of 20 minutes, made me some money, and got out. Which I could have rolled it all the way from 173 up to 180 or 188, but I was so mad that I didn't get in where I wanted to get in. So I made some money and I got out. It was cool because I knew my entry was good. I already knew what the stock was going to do, and I know that stock, so I know that I can make that money on a daily basis. So that wasn't a bad thing that I did. But emotional trading is when you're sitting in front of the thing and you biting your nails and you just can't wait. You're trying to see if it's finna do what you think it's finna do, or you allowing your emotions to control you. That day, I can't technically say I allowed my emotions to control me because it wasn't a thing. It was just like I placed a trade, I started learning other things with them, and then I came back and I cashed out because I knew that I can get back in another time. I have been watching this stock so long that I know what it's going to do. And exactly 2 days after that, I got back in again and made more money than I did the first time. So when you have done your research and you truly know what you're doing and you know that your entry points are good, you can take money, you can take profits as many times as you want to. But emotional trading is when you are guessing, when you are in fear of missing out, which is mean now you see a stock going up and now you want to jump in because you don't want to miss the money on the ride up. Sometimes that's not a good thing because if you see it going up, 9 times out of 10, you already missed your entry. You're supposed to buy when it's low and ride up. Okay, so Just don't be an emotional trader. Don't allow your fears to control you. Um, don't allow like guessing, or don't allow what other people tell you. Like, you literally have to know what you're doing. You have to know that this is something that I want to do. I'm not doing this because my brother told me to buy it. I'm not doing this because I was watching such and such and they told me to buy it. No. It's okay when you hear somebody give you advice, but even after the advice, you have to go do your research. Okay? Because a lot of people might tell you what stocks are good, but they're not going to tell you the method that they're using. Everybody is not just a simple stock trader. So if I tell you that I'm finna go buy something, it doesn't mean I'm just finna go buy one share of that thing and just let it sit there. I'm probably finna place an option, you know what I'm saying, a contract, which means I'm making money way faster. And then I got friends who they trade futures, I'm sorry, and they actually make money 10 times faster than I do because they're on a faster scale. It's different lanes, it's different systems, it's different strategies. So you always have to do your research so you can make sure that you're not just following the pack, because you're not going to get the same results as somebody else if they're doing two totally different things as you. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about not being emotional traders. We talked about trading not being guessing. We talked about risk tolerance. All right, so y'all should be logged in right now. It is 9 o'clock a.m. And if you have not already built your watch list and you want to actually go over some stocks, and you want me to help you analyze and find good stocks and stuff like that, I can definitely help you do that. Make sure that y'all get my link so that y'all can be in the next Investor for Beginners classes. But today, I'm just going to kind of guide y'all in the right direction. I'm not going to say any stocks because I feel like a lot of people, they come and they watch because they trying to come and snatch, you know, little information, but they don't have the knowledge to put behind the information in order to succeed. So I'm not going to mislead or misguide you by telling you to go do something, because there are people who are just ready to jump off the deep end, and then you're going to go do something and you're going to say, oh, well, it didn't work like she said. No, because you probably didn't have the right strategy. You probably didn't have the right systems, and you didn't do your research. So what I am going to say is, if you are somebody who has more than, I say if you have at least $500 to invest. I started my brokerage account with $2,000. That's because I had the money to invest. If you have at least $500, I would say get into the Stock Market for Beginners class so we can go over the stocks that I think that you should be watching or buying, or where you should put your money so that you can be earning good money on the money that's just sitting still. Because that's another thing for me. Even if I'm not trading, I want the money that I'm not spending, that's just sitting in a savings account, I want that money making me money. However, if you do not have at least $500 to invest, if you have at least $100 to invest, I want you to do research on ETFs or bonds. Buying treasury bonds, I find that to be a good investment. I've been making money off treasury bonds this whole entire year, and I like it. I just don't do the long-term ones. I do the more short-term ones, like maybe 3-month bonds. I don't do the 5. I don't do the 1 year. I do only 3-month treasury bonds. So treasury bonds, ETFs, index funds. Those are, you can get into some smaller ones under $100, and you can buy multiple. And a lot of those ETFs pay dividends on a monthly basis. The ones that I own, they pay me on a monthly basis. Some stocks or ETFs or whatever that you buy, they only pay you out quarterly, which is every 3 months. But the ones that I purchase, they pay me every month. So again, if you need help finding the right ones, definitely get into the class for Saturday. My links are on my page somewhere. You can hit my link tree, or if you go to my community post, you will see the links. But the step that I want y'all to do today, which I'm finna do as well, because I was moving off a different strategy this year, I was just building up the account. So I had started the account with $2,000, and I was just placing trades and taking my profits and placing trades. And I've just been watching and repeating the same plays. And so now that I have grown the account, I'm going to switch my strategy. And you can always change up your strategy. You don't have to deal with the same strategy. You have to be able to know when to pivot, when to sit still. So because I wanted to see my account become more than what I originally invested, I was watching and repeating the same plays. But now that the account has some substance, we are going to now go in and we're going to make sure that every dividend that we get is buying us more shares. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, and after you build your watch list, after you make your investments, you want to turn on the reinvest feature. Because now that I'm not watching and repeating to build the account up, I want every dividend that I get to just buy more of the shares that I already have. That way it's more, I'm more on a set it and forget it type of approach. I always leave like money available so that if I see a good trade, I can get in. But most of my capital is going to be tied up in all of the dividends that I get from my stocks and my ETFs or everything. I'm just having them buy me more. I'm just reinvesting, and I don't want to have to come on here and buy another share when I get dividends and buy another share. So I'm just allowing the computer to do it for me. So that's something that I want y'all to log on and do today. If y'all have any questions, my birthday is in today is what, the 29th, 30th. My birthday is in 2 days, y'all. 2 days. 2 days. All I want is Amazon gift cards. That's all I want. Amazon gift cards. Amazon gift cards or money, of course. Or y'all can send me some really good books. I want only books that feed the mind. I don't want no urban novels. I don't want no fiction. None of that. So I'm just logging on real quick, y'all, because I'm talking to y'all, but I want to make sure I get me a good trade today too. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I want it to be a little hotter though, because I've been running my mouth. Y'all can ask me whatever questions y'all want to ask me while I'm on here. I am currently just logging on, and I do want y'all to know that I just was recently certified as a funding broker. So if you or anybody you know is making at least $3,000 in their business, I am able to get you funding. However, the $3,000 is going to be, it's a good product still, but I prefer to work with companies that's making $15,000 or more, because we got some good funding options for y'all. And I just got certified over the weekend, so congratulations to me. But I honestly just been doing all this because I wanted more to be able to offer to y'all. So I got my business degree so that I'm offering y'all the best of business consulting. I have my IRS tax certification. I've been a tax preparer for 8 years now. So I do taxes and bookkeeping as well as business startup. And now I have my brokerage certificate. So now I can help you guys get funding for your business. So I just want y'all to kind of follow my lead. I kind of told y'all some things this year, but I was more focused on getting my own self in order before I went out and, you know, gave everything to everybody else. So this year I would just say follow my lead. I just launched my other channel. It's called Stretch the Money, which is the same name as my company. And that channel is connected to this one. If you go to my homepage and you look at my channels, what y'all talking about? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Says so feminine. Thank you. I am. I love being in my soft girl era. I hate being like raw, because I can get like that. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, so Stretch the Money, if you go to my homepage, you will see my other channels. Now, I only uploaded one video because I'm waiting on people to know about the channel, but this channel is going to be strictly money, okay? Finance, um, funding, business consulting, taxes and bookkeeping, credit repair, all of the stuff that I need to help y'all to be able to be eligible to get the funding. Who don't want 20, 30,000 for their business? We actually can fund up to 2 million. But in order to be at the 2 million mark, your business has to be making at least 250,000 a year. So we're gonna start with the 3,000, and then we're gonna work our way up. So just follow my lead, y'all. If it's anything that y'all need me to help y'all with, as far as like, hey Donna, I started my business, but I don't know how to get customers. Hey Donna, I'm getting a couple of sales from just passing out flyers and business cards, but I want to get more traffic as far as digital marketing. Or, I got my business running, but my books is a little off. I need help with, get my finance in order so that when I go to the bank for funding, um, I get approved. Whatever level in business that you are in, make sure that you feel comfortable enough to reach out and let me help you. Okay? Because that's what I'm here for. That's what God anointed me for. He anointed me in the area of finances to build the kingdom. I'm thankful for it. It's a lot more than I ever expected that I would be doing, but I'm thankful for it. I started off just being a tax preparer. I didn't know that He was going to be having me help other people become wealthy. So I'm thankful for that. What I was going to say? So yeah, make sure y'all go over and subscribe to Stretch the Money LLC. If you cannot find the page because it's a fairly new page, I'm not sure if it's in the algorithm yet. Just go to my home page on this page and go down so you can see my channels. You're gonna see my ministry channel. You're gonna see my family channel, which is Billionaire Squad, and then you're gonna see Stretch the Money. That is where I'm gonna be posting all of our money stuff. I'm just doing this on Donna the Billionaire because I love y'all and we family, and it was just a stock type of morning for us. Okay. But I'm finna start moving all of our money stuff to Stretch the Money simply because I want the people who is serious about their bag to know exactly where to find me. I don't want to mix it no more because it's a lot of people when you try to teach them things. Thank you for the thumbs up. Everybody, make sure y'all hit the heart button for me. I love y'all. Thank you. Sometimes people are so mentally not mature that they would rather get on the internet and watch something that has nothing to do with helping them build themselves. It's nothing about self-development, nothing about self-improvement, nothing about finance. So we're not going to give them something that they don't want. If you want just to watch my lifestyle, get ready with me and all that stuff, I do that stuff on this channel. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Y'all my family. I share a lot with y'all. But when it comes to people who are intentional and serious about their bag and they tired of living the same way that they always, they want something to change. We finna move that over on Stretch the Money. That way, I know the people that's on Stretch the Money has only come to find out things about money. Okay? And I want transparency on that channel. I want y'all to leave comments. I want y'all to communicate. Whatever it is that y'all need, I want to be able to offer it to you. And I don't know what you need if you don't tell me. So I prefer you not to just sit and watch. I prefer you to communicate. I prefer you to be transparent. I have had many days, you know what I'm saying? I've had many days where I had to figure out, God, what's the next move for me? You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where it probably sounds crazy, but I literally felt that I needed to quit my job because I needed space to think about what was going to get me further than working. And it was only during that time that I felt like I was focused enough to see my future. You know what I'm saying? When you just working and you tired and then you're doing the same routine every day. You working, you tired, you sleep, then you get up, then you go back to work. You really don't have no energy to pour it into yourself. And I always tell people, even people that I work with, yes, you work so that you can use their money to invest, right? But you don't just work just to work. As you're working, you should be investing in your business. As you're working, you should be investing in your future, whether it be stocks, whether it be real estate, whether it be whatever it is. You're supposed to be using their money to invest it in your lifestyle, in your wisdom. You're supposed to be taking courses. You're supposed to be getting your real estate license or getting your life insurance license, whatever it is. While you're working, you should be investing in yourself. So no, we're not saying just get up and quit. That was what God called me to do. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's journey is not the same. And as a matter of fact, I feel like I done got a hold on what I need to do so much. I'm ready to go back to work because I already know that I'm not gonna be there long, and I want to use their money to get me even further. Because when I'm right now, I'm using all of my own money. Like I said, I started my brokerage account with 2,000, built up the account. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a tax preparer, so I make a lot of money between January and April. So a lot of times I make so much money that I put it up, and I'm able to live off it for at least, I say, I could live off of it, but I like to go out and make more money, because if I'm living off of it, I've watched it happen. I can literally live off of it, and then I be down by the time December or January come back again. I'm ready to go back and do taxes because I done ran through bands. I done ran through thousands. So instead of doing that, I would rather go out and still make money and still meet people, because when I'm running my own business, yes, I make money. Yes, it's cool. And it's so funny. My daughter the other day, she said, Mama, to be honest with you, I never knew what you did, but I always knew that you was always with us. She said, but I never knew what you did. And that's because I had to create a way to make money while my children were with me, because I'm the only parent. I'm the sole provider. So it's like, I always did stuff in a way where I was with my kids, but I had to make money. I don't care if it was Lyft. I don't care if it was braiding hair. I don't care if it was childcare, watching kids. I always did something to where I was with my kids, yet I was still making money. They never knew what I did. But now, thankful to God, I have more streams. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just live off all of my money. So instead of sitting in the house and just gaining all this weight, y'all, I am ready to go back to work. So ready to go back to work. I have been off since September. I'm ready to go back. I am ready. But anywho, like I was saying, y'all, make sure that y'all using y'all money to fund your business, or to fund your investments, or to fund just to get more knowledge, because your knowledge is what you're going to get paid for. So this is what you should be building. Okay? Forget all of the designer this, forget all that stuff for now. I tell you, if you lock in, you're going to be happy that you did. But anyway, I just wanted to extend that to y'all. I definitely have funding available to businesses. And what's the best thing about our funding is not bank funding. And the credit score requirements for this funding is way lower than the banks. You only need a 550 to qualify. 550 is not a lie. If you need help getting your credit to a 550, holla at me. I got you. So with that being said, y'all should already be logged in. Like I said, if you need, if you just want to sit with somebody and kind of pick my brain a little bit and see what stocks you think you should be investing in. If you have 500 or more, make sure you look for my link on my community post. And if you have 100 or less, you have to have somewhere between 50 and 100. Now, we ain't dealing with no $20 people now. Okay? But if you got 50 to 100, I definitely can show you some ETFs that you can get into. And then, so now, good morning. Hey, what's up? Where you been at? I kind of did this live with you in mind, Mr. Deuce. So make sure that you get with me so that we can complete your profile. It's a new week. The stock market is wide open. We actually supposed to be logging in about 10 minutes. It's 9:21. But we still have to set up your brokerage account, and we have to. You say you've been what? Sleeping? Why you been sleeping? Holidays told you up. I seen you online with that Douce. You better stop drinking. Drinking gonna be the death of some people, I'm telling you. I like the red color. Thank you. It's actually like burnt orange, honestly. But or you talking about my hair? I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. However, um, but yeah. So what we gotta do for you dudes, we gotta set up your brokerage account, and we just gotta send some money over there, and that way you can place live trades with me because I'm ready to show you. Because I feel like you the type of person. Once I show you what you can do, you're gonna take off. Because even the stuff that I was telling you, I don't know how much of it you received, but I can just tell that you somebody. All I gotta show you is the basics. Because once you start learning the basics and you get a hold of that part and you see your money making you money, then your mind gonna open up to the opportunities that you have, and that way I can show you another level. We're gonna go into options trading in, but I feel like you should be investing for at least 3 to 6 months. It depends how fast you learn, and it depends on whether you. Some people, when they see how their money makes them money, it clicks, and it's just like now you putting together your own strategies without me, which is what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? But I want to show you like the slow roll of it, because some money is better than no money. And so it's like if I can show you how to at least get in and you can see your money making you money, I feel like you're the type of person that you gonna learn real fast, and you probably the type of person that I need to be checking in on every now and then, because I don't want you to hop off the porch too quick. Because like people get excited and they be like, I got this, you know what I'm saying? Then they try to level up quicker than they need to. But you really got to learn how to watch market trends, and you got to learn how to watch, I would say at least a little bit, learn how to watch the charts before you start doing like futures or options and stuff like that. So I would say we want to start with the just regular stock investing, dividend investing, or just growth stocks, and just building up your portfolio and making you money. And then I can take you to the next level. Once I feel like you're good, I'm gonna let you do your thing, you know? Let you be a man, do your thing. I ain't gotta be all in your business. But I definitely do believe that you got what it takes to do really good. I don't know what it is, but my spirit got discernment, and to me, you seem like a money person. You seem like somebody that money comes to. All right, so I'm in. Hopefully, y'all in y'all I said this on my Instagram the other day. So I feel like y'all not using Chat GPT to y'all advantage. I would say if you don't know what stocks you want to invest in, ask Chat GPT for companies that have had continuous growth in the last 10 years, that have a profitable P&L. We already locked in. We already locked in. Hopefully, I gave you homework. I told you that you need to make your watch list. So hopefully you made your watch list. I told you all you gotta do is go around your house and start looking at certain things and start looking at the companies. So you look at your stove and you see what company it is. Go look the company up and see what it's been doing in the time frames. One day, a week, a month, a year, 2 years. You can look at their all time, see the growth over time. The toothpaste you use. I told you Colgate. I think Colgate is from. Is that Procter and Gamble? I'm not sure. I know every female in the world wear always pads, so that's Procter and Gamble for sure. They've been in the game for a long time. Um, like I said about Johnson and Johnson, they got too many lawsuits open for me, so I'm not even touching that right now. Even though they got a proven track record, but when I say they had billion-dollar lawsuits, they got so many lawsuits, it's insane. Um, just go through your. You an Amazon shopper? You buy stuff off Amazon all the time? Go look at your companies that you invest in all day anyway. Why not be investing in your own company? Because once you buy shares of Amazon, Amazon is your company. You're a shareholder. You can write letters to the board and tell them, look, this is how I'm a shareholder. I own about this many shares of Amazon, and I think that this can actually improve the business. I would just like for you guys to take my opinion into consideration. Who's to say they won't do it? You're a shareholder. You know what I'm saying? You got to really look at it as you being an owner, because you are. The companies, It's no way that the companies can be publicly traded if they don't have shareholders. We own it. We part owners. You might not feel like you are because you own just a little fraction of it, but you are. You're very much valid. So, yeah, I would say just start to think about companies and products and stuff that you use every single day. You got a Netflix subscription and you don't own no Netflix? Oh, you got an Apple phone and you don't own no Apple shares? Oh, it's just like, I'm not saying that all of those companies are companies you should jump into, but what I am saying is that you should at least research them and see if they are companies that you're willing to invest in. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Good morning. About that land life. Good morning. So yeah. Like I said this morning, I would say start with ETFs. Use your friend ChatGPT. Use them. And ChatGPT ain't gonna give you everything that I can give you as a trainer, but I would say that it's a start. Because if you get started, you don't come in front of me not knowing absolutely nothing. You have a bit of an idea of what you want to invest in. You have an idea of what you're doing it for. You have an idea of what type of trader you want to be. It's literally people who only day trade. If they can't get in the trade and get out the same day, they don't want it. Scalp traders. You know what I'm saying? That means that they in it for a good time, not a long time, and they come to get their bag about it. You hear me? And then there's dividend traders, more sophisticated, more patient traders such as I. And then it's like it's many different levels to it. So I feel like if you do a little bit of research on your own, by the time you come to training class, you're gonna be telling me stuff, and that way I can just assist you on whatever ideas you already have, or help you build plans around it, or help you understand things better, whatever the case. Not saying that you have to have things all figured out when you come to me, but I would just say kind of try to get a little understanding so you just don't be like completely oblivious to, what you sitting down to learn. It was something else I wanted to say. It's about to go down. Y'all, my birthday's in 2 days. 2 days, just 2 days. Send me a good book. No fiction, no urban novels. I want a mental stimulating book. Or Amazon gift cards, because I already got books in my cart. And y'all can send me some Amazon gift cards. But no, what was I gonna say? Oh, with the ChatGPT. So what I wanted to say is anything, and I was just telling this to like some of my mentees that's starting their own tax business that I'm training on how to do taxes, because some of them was asking me like, well, I want to learn as much as I can about taxes before the tax season or whatever like that. The same thing for taxes is the same thing for trading, and I realized this is the same thing, all things money. You're not going to learn everything in one day. You're not going to learn everything in 1 week. You're not going to learn everything in 1 year. This these systems, money systems especially, have been out for decades before we was even born. We just now having the access to this information. You get what I'm saying? So it is so much to learn that first of all, you got to be patient with yourself, but you have to be intentional. You have to place yourself in a world where you are only surrounded by the things you want to know about. If I'm an entrepreneur, I only want to be around people who in entrepreneurship, because they're the only people that understand how I think. They're the only type of people who understand the type of networking and the type of lanes and the type of strategies and the type of things that I need to understand. Somebody who, like my best friend, for instance, she's the best person I ever met in my life. I love her. Like, it's nobody ever like her. I will never meet another her. But she will tell you, I'm not a business owner. She a mail carrier is what she wanted to be since we was kids, bro. And that's who she is. She's not trying to step outside of who she is to be nothing else than what she always wanted to be. She love her job. She go to work every day. She do not complain. Her kids don't want for nothing. She credit better than mine. You hear me? Everything ain't for everybody. But when you find that thing that you want, you have to eat, sleep, think this thing. You hear me? The only reason why I know so much in taxes is because I made it my life. I wanted to hear about economic news. I be all tuned in to what the president finna do. You get what I'm saying? Like, economics is something that I really am into because I know the economy affects my money. I know the economy affects my livelihood, my industries. My industries is all money. Entrepreneurship is money. Taxes is money. Bookkeeping is money. Personal finance is money. Investing is money. Real estate is money. Everything that I do is money. So I'm heavy into economics. I'm heavy into sitting in rooms with people who talking millions of dollars because I want to know how they think. I want to know where they put their money. I want to know how their money's circulating. I want to know the things they complain about. You hear me? Like when I be doing people taxes and they be older people and they be having millions of dollars and they be like, oh, well, my parents passed away and I need to I shouldn't be paying taxes on inherited properties and it's just all kind of stuff they be saying, and it just be like, it opens my mind up to do things differently for my kids. I don't want to leave this world and now my kids is getting double taxed on stuff I worked my butt off for, and that should be given to them scot-free. So what do? You have to now open up living trust. You have to have estates and trust and all of this other stuff to protect your children from from not even getting their hands on what you worked hard for them to have. But if you set everything up the right way, they're gonna get it. You ain't gotta worry about them fighting no lawyers for it. You don't gotta worry about no debts that you had coming back on them. It's like so many levels to this money game, so many levels to this wealth game that, like I said, you have to eat, sleep, think it. You have to put yourself in a room with people who is, you can't be somewhere with somebody where their only interest is TikTok all day. Not saying there's nothing wrong with TikTok because this business is running off TikTok, but somebody who entertainment is their world, they might not have no type of substance to give you in a world of money. Because if you believe it or not, some of the people that I work for, a lot of people in the entertainment industry have no idea what to do with money. They have no idea where to put their money. They have no idea how to run business. And that's why you hear about a lot of people, managers taking advantage of them. Their accountants is taking advantage of them. They might have signed a deal, but they're broke for real because they didn't read it. They didn't have a entertainment lawyer. They didn't have the knowledge of all of the levels in the contract, because a lot of times when you sign a deal, the advance is all you're going to ever get because they're going to take that out of your royalties. First of all, they're going to tell you they own the masters because you recorded in their studio. Whatever studio it's recorded in, they own the masters. So you don't even own the rights to your own music. Okay? That's just first. So then you got royalty and publishing checks. You don't only supposed to have royalty. A lot of artists are struggling because they're only receiving royalties. You're also supposed to receive publishing checks, right? But then you know what the label gonna tell you? You owe me back that that $2 million advance. You owe me that back. All these studio sessions, you owe me that back. All this production, these cameras, the wardrobe, all of this, you owe me all that back. And then when I cut you, you better hope that you had your ducks in a row when you signed the contract, or all of your stuff is still paying them and not paying you. So it's so many different levels and so much knowledge that you have to have just in the world of money in general. So I would say, whatever it is that you're doing, no, for real. I worked in entertainment for 5 years. I've been an intern for Universal. Yes, I have. Christina Fernandez was my mentee. I was her intern. Yes, I was. And I've been a singer, songwriter. I still get royalties from BMI. Like, I've been in the entertainment industry, but God gave me a choice. He said, you wanted fame or you want wealth. I chose wealth. I still can sing my butt off. But it's just like, it's not even that I want money. I want the opportunity to really help people. And you can't do that without money. Without money, you ain't really got no power. You can talk all you want to, but ain't nobody trying to listen unless they see your life changing. They don't want to hear you. So I chose to have foundation, wealth, success. The rest of that gonna come, because when you so wealthy, you can sit in the studio all day. You ain't gotta work. You can just turn it on, turn it off, write, sleep, wake up, do whatever you want to do. So I decided that I wanted wealth, because fame, it was never really what I was doing it for anyways. My story of how I became a singer is crazy. I was literally sitting on the porch writing, and my big homie was like, come to the studio with me. And he's so fluent in music. He produced mixtapes that got like 50 songs on, and he's good. He's not just putting out trash music. So he like, come to the studio with me. Then he like, come here and get on this. And then once they found out I can write, now I'm just doing features for everybody. And then it was like, I don't want to just do features anymore. When did y'all gonna record my own song? So then they started recording me. I put out my first mixtape, went crazy. Like, it just was it was just a gradual thing of how I got into music. But once I saw that it was so many starving artists and everybody is making music, but ain't nobody making no money, I was like, oh, no, Pippin, this ain't my type of party, because I ain't never been a fake it till they make it type. I really like comfortability. I like for my kids to be happy. I like no stress in my life. And you can't be stress free if you ain't got no pay. You feel me? So my whole thing was, I already got the talent and it ain't going nowhere, so I'd rather get me some money. And that's just how everything came about. God did it. God did it. He sent me, he was like, oh, you want money? I'm about to show you how to get some money. I'm going to put you in the finance industry. And that's how I ended up. I've been doing taxes for 8 years, never looked back. I've been in school my whole entire life, y'all. And I don't want to go back. I just got my degree last December. And what's so crazy is I said I was never going back. And what did I do? Went right back for accounting, because I'm like, all right, bookkeeper, tax professional, but who make more money than them? Certified accountants. Because even as a tax preparer, if it's a high level return with a lot of moving parts, I still have to go to an accountant. I was like, nah, I want to be the one top dog. So I started back this year with my accounting classes, but guess what I did? Ran out of financial aid. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just wait, and I'm going to pay down some of my student loans, and then I'm going to go back to school when I clear them all off. And thanks to God, guess what? 4 whole student loans got completely removed, never had to pay them. It was God. It was God. So it's just certain things. What I would say, trust the process. Trust the process. Don't never be looking around and looking to the side thinking that you're not in the right place or somebody further than you. When it's something heavy God is putting on your life and you have to carry, it might take you a little longer to get there, because he's equipping you. You know what I'm saying? I had to do so many years of school and so many trial and error in trading and so many tax returns. It's like every year I can honestly say that I had another tax client that I learned more from. God just kept giving me better people and people who made more money with more complex situations. And the only way you understand things is when you face it. So it's like I could have been one of them people like, man, I don't know how to do this tax return. I could have allowed my fears to stunt my growth, but I didn't do that. When I got those customers, I did my research, I went to my mentors, and I stayed at it until I got it right. And in business consulting, what I realized is that a lot of people do not never reach their full potential, because every time you finna go up, you hit a block of resistance. Every time, boom. And the strongest people are going to be the people who, when they hit that block of resistance, they find a way to jump over it. Most people, when they get resistance, they're like, oh, well, it's too much, like, and they just stop doing it. Not intentionally, probably thinking like, I'm gonna go back and do it another time. But I would say 85% of the people that I meet, they stop because they do not have resilience. So say for instance, if you gotta get an LLC and you online and you like, dang, I got the money, but I don't know how to fill out this paperwork. Oh, nah, man, I'm not finna do that. Or you be like, I know how to fill out the paperwork, but dang, in Florida it costs $200 to get an LLC. Nah, I ain't finna pay that much money. Nah, I ain't finna do it. Or how about this? You get the LLC, but then now you're trying to certify your business with, say you're trying to certify your business with the government so you can get government contracts. It's such a, man, it's so many steps to doing that. Some people gonna be like, it's kind of frustrating. It's like once they get frustrated or once they feel like they hit a brick wall, discouragement, fear, it's so many things that come up that make people turn it in a completely different direction instead of continue to say, okay, I'm gonna do one thing at a time until I literally lock this in and I get this done. My bestie canceled our sleepover. OMG. I just reported. Y'all is crazy. You can't report my channel. I ain't done nothing wrong. But you finna get yourself on. Let me hide you from this channel. Because you're weird. But anyways. Yeah. People weird. Oh. Ooh. It is some crazy people out here. Wow. Oh, I didn't even see all that crazy stuff. It's some crazy people on there. But anyways, I am not at all giving financial advice. So my channel ain't gonna be going nowhere. What I'm doing is inspiring and giving insight, and you guys always go back and do your own research. Like I said, I would never tell y'all what stocks to buy unless you're part of my training class. Other than that, he'd have a hard time trying to get my channel banned. It'll never happen. God is over this channel. Plead the blood of Jesus over my channel. Haters gon' hate. You think you're the first person who wanted my channel to be banned? Ain't gonna happen. This some good tea, y'all. This some good tea. But anyways, like I said, whatever you decide you want to do, make sure that you just put yourself in the room. If it's trading that you want to do, make sure you're watching stock news, CNBC, what other stock news channel? Because that's the only one that I like to watch. Let me see. What I can give y'all some other stock channels. Make sure you got a mentor. I listen to Chris Sane. And I listen to Wall Street Trapper. But every time I listen to somebody, I still always go back and do my own research. So don't never take nothing nobody say as law. Because like I said, you don't know. Somebody can tell you to go buy Apple. Whole time, they placing option contracts on Apple, which means the money that they make is going 10 times faster. Also, you don't know if they placing call contracts or if they placing puts, which means they're betting on the stock going down. So here you come thinking because they told you that you need to buy Apple, you go buy one share of Apple. I don't care how many shares you buy. You can buy 5 shares. It's not going to amount to whatever they're doing because y'all doing 2 totally different strategies. You get what I'm saying? So no matter who you listen to, you want to know how to do the stock research. You also want to have an actual mentor that's going to sit with you and help you understand the whys of what you're buying, the whys of why you're buying it, and the whys of whatever direction you decide to go with this thing. So, like I said, always watch stock news. Pay attention to what's going on in the economy. Our president is moving things right now. Only people who are like stuck on poverty mindset and not entrepreneurs, they don't understand what he's doing. I'm not saying that everything that he do is right, but what I'm saying is that he's a businessman. And what I'm saying is everything that he's doing right now benefits those who are thinking outside the box. Pay attention to what's going on in the government. Pay attention to what's going on in the economy. Pay attention to stock news and do your research on whatever companies that you buy. Those four things are a must have, non negotiable. You feel me? So, for instance, Trump is doing something right now called Trump accounts for any child that is, and I'm going to make a video about this. It's for any child that's born between 2025 and 2028. Lord knows I wish I had a husband so I can go ahead and have me a son right now. But anyways, the accounts are investment accounts. You cannot sign your child up until July of 2026. And also, you have to, they're going to automatically get $100. I'm sorry, not 100. They're going to automatically get $1,000 put into the account. When it's open, they automatically get $1,000. Okay? But these accounts, you only can invest in specific index funds and ETFs. And it's so smart that he did this because you don't have parents who are uneducated messing up their children's money. It's only certain investments that you can make with these accounts. So if your kids start off with an investment account at birth, already with a free $1,000, and you're investing properly, by the time they're 18, they're already millionaires. You get what I'm saying? So y'all gonna have to step outside of all of the propaganda. Oh, he this and he that, and he don't like this type of people, and he don't. Nobody cares. Get in where you fit in and make it work for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. What does that say? Can I get $50 for a haircut? Y'all is crazy. Oh, I like when you talk educated. No, for real. This ain't a game. It's only people who thinking it's a game gonna be so far left behind, it don't make no sense. This world is at a rapid pace innovating at a rapid pace. And while we have this man as our president for 3 more years, I would say make it all make sense. Okay? He is for business people. He is for investors. All you have to do is research who your president is. We ain't talking about no, what do they call them? Epstein files. I'm sorry. I don't disregard the victims, but what I'm telling you is that we need to be focused on other things. It's a lot going on that we can benefit from. Start a business. He has changed it to where entrepreneurs do not even get taxed as much as we used to. Because self-employed people used to get taxed at the highest rate. I think the tax rate for entrepreneurs was like 15% or something like that. So you giving away a lot of what you done made. You know what I'm saying? But he done changed all that. So start a business. Invest. And just make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on, because a lot can change in 3 years. You can really put yourself in position in 3 years. When he came last time and he did all the PPP and the self-employment SBA loans and all that, a lot of people couldn't even get none of the money because they didn't have no LLCs. When you go and try to get funding, your LLC has to be open for at least 30 days. Some places 30 to 90. So right now, while you hearing me talk, you need to be trying to figure out how you finna go get an LLC. So if in 30 days, there's some money drop, you eligible. Like, let's be clear. A lot of stuff, so many generations was not even able to build a foundation for themselves, because when he came last time, nobody was ready. So you will be doing yourself very much a disservice if you're not ready this time. Yeah, he cleaning up a lot of stuff in the economy. He doing tariffs and all that, but it's a purpose behind that. It's a purpose. You have to do your research. Please do your research. So don't get left behind. That's all I'm saying. A lot can change with consistency and understanding. My people perish because of what? A lack of knowledge. So educate yourself on everything that's going on. And put yourself in position. Don't just be sitting around listening and not taking no action. Don't just be sitting around worrying about stuff that does not even matter. Why is you worried about food stamps when you're supposed to be worried about being self-sufficient? Yeah, it gets hard. I got 2 kids. I have 2 children that I take care of on my own. So when it ain't no food stamps around, yeah, it gets tougher. But what does that make you do? Get up, get out, and work a little bit harder. As a matter of fact, working hard is not even a thing. Working smart. Use your brain. Use your brain. Some stuff happened to you simply to make you open up your mind to think bigger. So everything is not always happening to you. Sometimes it's happening for you. Okay, you worried about them stopping Section 8. Okay. Do you not ever want to be able to afford you a nice house? You're not going to be able to do that if all you're doing is dependent on Section 8. You have to want to get up and want to do something. My phone have no percentage for 2 hours. Not tripping. I'll be talking about stuff that don't make no sense, but hey, if that's where your mind can go right now when I'm talking about something real, my God, have some mercy on you. But it's 9:53, y'all. Y'all should already be logged in. I already placed all my trades for the day. The only thing I'm doing today is actually turning on my reinvest feature, which means that every dividend that I get is just going to buy me more shares and more shares and more shares without me having to get online and actually do it. So, I would say if y'all feel like y'all new to it and y'all don't want to just jump in and, y'all want to see how it works first, I would say put it on auto pay that you invest $25 a week into. I never started that small, so I really don't suggest nobody to start that small. I can't say that. Some movement is better than no movement. So even if you do auto pay $25, I would say do $25 a week, not a month. But just auto pay something small, $25, $50, whatever the case, $100, whether it be a week or a month. Put it into an ETF. That way you will start to see your money growing. You will start to see your money making you money. You will see them dividends. All you got to do is go to your transaction history and it'll show you every time a company pay you out dividends every month. It's going to show you what you're getting paid. And that's going to tell you what you need to multiply. So say if a stock is paying you $1 a month. That's gonna how many dollars do you want to make off this stock? That's gonna tell you the multiplication. Oh, I want to make $10 a month off this stock. That means you need to buy 10 shares of it. And I'm just being modest because that's a low number. But I'm trying to make it to where y'all understand that you can't sit up here and think, oh, because I got just a little bit of money, it's not enough. Some movement is better than no movement. Just get started. That's all I can say. Because before you know it, if you invest in $25 a week or $100 a month and you have on that reinvest feature, you're going to start to see your portfolio grow. But if you sit at a point where you're saying, I don't have enough, you're going to be saying that for months. But if you get started today, in a few months, you'll see you have a full portfolio. So that's my point. Just get started. Start small if you have to. Make wise investments. Again, if y'all need me, make sure that y'all go to my community post, sign up for the training for beginners. And like I said, make investing or entrepreneurship, whatever it is, make it something that you surround yourself with on a daily. Listen to wise people on a podcast. Listen to audiobooks. The internet is draining your brain fast. I'm not saying if you're a creator, you're not supposed to create your content, because I get paid from YouTube too. So I be loving to see them checks come. But what I'm saying is it's a time for everything. You have to make a schedule. Okay, I have I have a content schedule. I'm making content only on Wednesdays from 2 to 5. That means you're going to batch content. That means you're going to record a couple of videos and you might do a live or two. But outside of that, you should not just be strolling on the internet. Read some books, do some planning, go out in the world and actually make it to some events that's worth a dang on. You know what I'm saying? Be intentional about everything that you do, and make sure whatever you feed in your eyes or feed in your mind is only elevating you. It's only pushing you closer to whatever your goal is. Because one thing that I realized is when I was on it, when I'm just strolling, my head be hurting, my eyes be hurting. All of my energy feel drained and I ain't done nothing but lay here and keep refreshing my feed. It's a fake dopamine that the internet gives you. And that's why you're constantly refreshing the feed, hoping to see something new, something different to make you laugh. Whole time you've been on the internet way too long, and you wondering why your head feeling tight, your eyes feeling tight. If anybody like me, I remember times where I can remember me being on the internet from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, just on YouTube trying to find something else that would interest me, something else. It gotta come to a stop, y'all. It gotta come to a stop. Read some books. Literally. I'm not saying this, not sarcasm. Literally. When you read, when you journal, when you write, it stimulates your mind. It calms your nervous system. You're feeding yourself wisdom. Again, the Bible says wisdom and knowledge will fill your rooms with riches. I'm able to get paid right now because I fed myself so much knowledge. Now I can teach people who don't know what I know everything that I know. So the more knowledge you get on the subject gives you more opportunity to teach somebody else and make you more money. That's what this world is all about. It's always going to be another person born that want to know what you know. Use your knowledge and information and your communication to make you money. God said your gifts will make way for you. He didn't say that you, thank you, thank you. He didn't say that you was always going to have to look outside of yourself. So let's make this make sense. Let's make this all make sense. The more wise you get, the more information you have, the more knowledge you have, the more value you have to offer to other people. And it's very much true that you are only as successful as how many people that you make successful. It's a fact. It's a proven fact. Numbers make numbers. So at the end of the day, if I can help 100,000 people become self-sufficient, I'm very successful, right? But it's not about me. It's about all of the people that I was able to help. I was in a place of service. I was servicing other people, but I was still reaping the benefits from it. I just took the selfishness out of it. It's not about, oh, let me get this money from you. Nah. I'm here to help the culture. I'm here to help y'all think outside the box. Elevate, stimulate your mind, Craig. What is y'all doing over there? I can't see. Thank you, Mr. Deuce. But yeah, so selfishness don't really get you nowhere. So when you go into the word of service, always go into it as about, I'm finna help you. I'm finna change how you think. I'm finna change your mind. I'm finna change the way you look at money. I'm finna change the way you spend money. I'm finna change the way you save money. I'm finna change the way you use money, because your money should be making you money. You feel me? Your money should not just be spent and nothing's coming back. Your money should be making you money. So when you help people in the sense of helping them self-develop, self-improve, when you helping them level up, oh, how successful you will be. So your only, thank you for all the gifts. Thank you so much. Yes, of course. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. All your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Ain't that right? I can't even see the comment, but I know that scripture. Thank you everybody for saying I'm pretty, y'all. I feel like I really just got up. I went out this morning, drove a little bit, got me some tea, and came back because I wanted to log on to stocks before 9:30. I wanted y'all to get this word. But yeah, I said when you flip the mindset, you're not always thinking about I gotta make this money. I gotta, like, you chasing down customers. It's, I realized that it was a survival mindset with that. And when you step outside of survival and you realize that you are value, you are what the people need, it's gonna flow back to you differently. It's gonna flow back to you differently because you're not trying to force it. You're not trying to chase it. You're not trying to. It's not that tightness in your back trying to get it. You just more so like, listen, I'm a walking piece of gold, baby. Everything I got up here, I can't be touched. I cannot be replicated. I cannot be duplicated. Like, when you go out with that, and it's not an arrogance, it's not a pride about it. It's just simply knowing who you are in Christ. Simply knowing everything that God gave you is a gift to the world. You feel me? And when you walk in that, it's more so, who I'm finna help today? I can't wait to go out here and help God people today. Like, that's literally what I be on. Like, I don't know. It's just different that way because then you realize, people realize how you're not trying to sell them something. It's more so, I do understand that I have to invest in myself, but she really got something that can help me. You know what I'm saying? And I also would say that a lot of people, they never get where they want to go because they don't know how to use their ears. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth because you're supposed to listen more than you speak, okay? And my thing is, sometimes you can have wise people, you can have elders, you can have mentors, you can have people trying to teach you something, but you're too busy trying to show them everything that you know. It does you no justice to do that. Nobody cares. It don't make you less than because you know how to use your ears more than you know how to use your mouth. You get what I'm saying? Pause. But anyways, it's not a discredit because you know how to listen. You feel me? Y'all, I'm funny sometimes. Y'all don't take me serious. Only take me serious when it's time to take me serious. But, because sometimes you can be listening to somebody and they can be already telling you something that you already know. And because you feel like you already know what they're talking about, you start to zone out and you miss the one thing that you needed to hear. They could have been telling you a million words that you already heard before, but that 1,000,001 is what you needed. It was the missing puzzle piece to where you are in your life right now that you needed to hear. But you couldn't sit through the conversation long enough because you're like, man, I already know this. Why are you telling me something I don't know? Whole time, the one thing that you needed to hear out the whole conversation, you didn't hear because you zoned out because you're trying to be, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to be Mr. Know-It-All, Mrs. Know-It-All. And I don't know, when you develop a more like teachable, I would say teachable because I think that word humble is like thrown around too loosely, and it's a lot of fake humility out here, and it's also a sense of people dimming their light and suppressing their gifts because they want to appear to be humble. So we're not going to use the humble word because y'all don't want me to talk about what I think humble is. But being teachable, meaning being able to be receptive, being able to hear and process information, not just listening to respond. You want to hear and process. You also want to always keep yourself in a teachable position because you will be very surprised how even a person who you thought had no advice for you could literally teach you something in a split second. You know what I'm saying? So when you position yourself to be a teachable person, you're going to be unstoppable. Let me tell you, you're going to be unstoppable. I'm talking so loud. Deuce, can you hear me? If you can tell me that you can hear me, then I know I could be heard. I don't know, the other person might need to turn their phone up or something like that, but I think that I'm talking very loud. Okay, thank you. So I don't know, your phone might be, you might have an Android. You might be in an Android family if you can't hear me. Y'all, I am so silly. All right. Is there anything else that I want to talk to y'all about today? Make sure that y'all go and subscribe to the channel, Stretch the Money LLC. I just launched the money channel, and I only posted one video because I didn't want to post a lot of videos, and then when people start finding the channel, they miss the first videos, because everything that I post on that channel is going to be valuable. So if you can't find it in the algorithm, if you can't just type in Stretch the Money LLC, it's because it's a very, very new channel. I just dropped a video maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So if you go to my home page and you go down, again, it's going to show all of the channels that I have. It's going to show my ministry channel. It's going to show my family channel, which is Billionaire Squad. Then it's going to show Stretch the Money LLC. Right? Y'all funny. So I also have so this is more of like my lifestyle. I do Get Ready With Me. It's just like a fun channel. This is where all of my supporters, I want them to always be able to find me, because Donna the Billionaire is my name worldwide. But I'm kind of separating the content. So Donna the Billionaire TV, I haven't launched that one yet. I'll be launching that one soon. That one is going to be more pranks, funny stuff, skits, that type of thing. I haven't made that one public yet, but right now we're talking all things money. So Stretch the Money LLC. If you go to my homepage and you go down to my other channels, make sure y'all subscribe to that channel, because there's where I'll be posting all things money. Okay? So whenever y'all want to hear about money, stocks, taxes, bookkeeping, business, investing, real estate, anything that I do far as money, you're going to find it on Stretch the Money LLC. I'm still going to do stuff on here because I've had supporters on this channel for years that I'm never going to leave. But I do want to separate it that way. If I have people who only coming about money, they know where to find it. So make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. Let me see. Let's see. Stretch the Money is not on my profile. Let's see. It is. I'm about to show it to you. You see? I don't know if you can see. You see right here? Stretch the Money. So if you go to home, right here, home, and then you got to go all the way down. Because of how I got my page set up, it's going to show like my playlist and my shorts and stuff like that. But then when you come down here, my channels, ministry, this is my family channel, and this is Stretch the Money right here. Stretch the Money LLC. So just go to that channel and subscribe, because this is where I'm finna start posting all the money stuff. No, it's not in my subscription. It's okay. So when you go to anybody page and you go to home, so you got home, video, shorts, live, got podcasts. I also have a podcast. It's called Trendsetters on the Go. But if you go through the top part and you go to home, and then you stay on the home page, you got to go all the way down the home page, and it's going to show all of the channels that I have. So Donna the Billionaire TV is not on here yet because I haven't made it a public channel. But I made Stretch the Money LLC a public channel because I want y'all to subscribe so y'all can start getting the money tips. All right, and I only put one video up because I don't want to put a lot of videos and then y'all miss the good stuff. So the first video I put up is how to get paid the most from YouTube AdSense. So y'all go watch that video. Everything I do is for y'all. I promise. I promise. Because the more we elevate ourselves, the more power we will have as a culture. Because when you have money and knowledge, you have power. And that way we can open up other doors for the people that's coming behind us. We can't help them if we ain't got no money, gang. Thank you. Oh, you was looking for the link. The link to what? Stretch the Money? Oh, no. I did post the link probably on my community post. But it probably was days ago. The only link that I posted, let's see. Oh no, I didn't post it on here. Nope, I didn't post it on my community post yet. So You always just go to home, and that way you can stay updated on any channels that I have. But yeah, this was a great morning, y'all. I actually gotta move it along. It's 10 o'clock, and I got other duties I need to tend to. So I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share my channel with somebody who you feel like might need it. Anybody who looking to change their life, start a new business, need a tax preparer, anybody that's into personal finance, anybody who into any type of inspiration, because all I do is inspire the culture. Um, of course, anybody who into all things money, entrepreneurship, that's me. Um, yeah, what I can say is my community posts sometimes I be posting stuff just to let y'all know I'm still here. I post pictures, I post quotes and stuff like that. But always check my community posts if y'all need any type of links. But even further than that, like I told you about the homepage, if you go to, let me show you. This is how y'all can always find me, right? I gotta put it up here. So if you go to my actual page, right, and you go to my actual page description, and you go down, you're going to see my link tree. Link tree is how you always going to be updated on anything that I'm doing. My actual websites, my training classes, any type of digital products I got for y'all. Because sometimes I put some of my trainings into like ebooks. That way y'all can have it and y'all don't have to continue to come back and find videos. Y'all just have it in the ebook. My Instagram, I got hair growth oil on my beauty website, which is here. Let's see, what's that? Yeah, my website is right here. So I sell organic hair growth oil. God gave me this recipe, y'all, and it make your hair real long. Let me see. This is an old picture too. I probably need to do a new one. But anyways, I'm just trying to show y'all how to find everything. Yeah, but Linktree is everything. When you go to my Linktree, you're never gonna miss nothing that I'm doing. Got my website. You can book tax services and bookkeeping services. If you want to start your own tax business, you have that link here. If you need any type of business consulting in general, it don't have to be a tax business. If you just need help building your business or getting more customers or anything regarding business, this is the link here. Start learning to invest today. This is the class for investing for beginners. Investing for beginners inquiry. This just means that you want to know more about it. You're not trying to sign up. Then I have the beauty era, which is you can either start your own beauty business because I am a wholesaler, or you can purchase any of my beauty products. And then I have all my channels here. My email is here. I have many books out, but my first book was Cradle to the Grave, which is a hood book, an urban novel. Well, this is Stretch the Money. This is a finance book that I wrote. Let's see. And then I got my Amazon storefront. So anything that I use, like my ring light that y'all sitting on right now, like all my products that I use off Amazon, I always post them on my storefront for y'all. Vitamins that I take, YouTube equipment, I always post it on my YouTube storefront. So all my links are right there, y'all. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll hit y'all in my next